So I guess today is the day when I decided that I was going to actually do what I said I was going to do. I think a lot of times in life we make excuses on why we can't do something. And I made 1,001 excuses why I couldn't and didn't start my YouTube channel the way that I knew that I needed to, and then put in the effort that I knew I needed to put in order to make it successful. Just like everyone else, I was making excuses such as, I don't have the proper equipment, the lighting is bad, I don't want to be inconsistent, things of that nature. And, after listening to a lot of other YouTubers who are respected, who I do respect, who did start from the bottom, and I literally watched their channels grow. I just listened to their videos and listened to the things that they were saying, and just decided that today was the day that I stopped making excuses and that I actually did what I felt as though I needed to do to at least get started. Starting is half the battle. Once you get started, it's like anything, like habit building. Once you start a habit, it's hard to break a habit. It's all about starting and getting out there and putting it out there and just growing. So that's what I had to learn, that I need to get it out there and just grow from there. So you're going to be in the venture with me, and you're going to watch this channel grow. You're going to watch other things be released, and you're just going to see the progression of everything. For a while, you may just see or hear my voice. You may not see me, just because of, like I said earlier, I'm in pretty much the dark right now because there's not too much light resources. I don't have the proper camera to show quality. So it's like I'd much rather present you with what I'm comfortable with presenting you, because at the end of the day, it's still my name out there. And for those who are new to my channel, this is actually going to be my third video, I believe, by the time you get this. So this will be the first time you actually will be hearing my voice, and it's pretty much an introduction to what's in store. So let's get started. My name is Corrine Manuel. I was actually born Corrine Norman. My husband is Desert Manuel. And the reason why I created Building Rome is because I was in a position where I wanted to reinvent my company, which is Manual Events. And just what I do at Manual Events is basically anything you could think of that has to do with freelancing. So I design websites, I design graphics, I do freelance writing, promotional modeling. I create a lot of things, and it could be written or visual content, and I enjoy doing that. And a lot of times I'll have people come to me with questions, and I feel like I have a lot of information to offer and a lot of ideas out there to give. So I figured, why can't I just help other people in a larger, grand scheme of things? And I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning. I'm still gathering information. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things out. And being that right now I just solely want to focus on content creation, that necessarily doesn't pay the bills. So I'm going through different menus of what I actually want to do and what's actually going to help me live my life and live a life that I want to live. Because, you can live and be alive in this world but not actually live and just wake up every day and go through motions. And I didn't want to necessarily do that. I don't want to necessarily just go through the motions of life. I want to actually live. And being that I recently, or actually it's been a couple of years now, been in a somewhat of a deep depression, I really want to get out of that funk and start living and doing the things that I know that I'm capable of doing, and just living my best life. I guess living my best life is going to start today. It's going to be a process of getting there, but I mean, you have to start somewhere. I just want to be a motivation to someone else. I want to provide someone else with the support that that they may need, because it can be lonely when you're doing something that everyone else isn't doing, and it also can be lonely when you're working from home because you don't have maybe a co-worker with you. You may be doing everything by yourself. You're your own self-motivator. And sometimes it's easy to get discouraged, especially when the money isn't coming in, or you don't know where to go about to get the money and to follow your dreams. And sometimes you feel like you're just doing things and you're spinning wheels. So I decided, just throughout trying to do being a perfectionist, sometimes you just have to get out there and make those mistakes and let people see you at your realest and at your rawest, and just work up. And I think that people appreciate knowing that you started from somewhere. You didn't just get up on this elevated platform and that you were just there. So I'm starting to understand that a little bit more, because I think I was just so adamant about, when I put something out there, that it has to be at this certain level. Just because I know that certain people that watch me, they're looking for a certain quality of work from me. They have certain expectations from me. And I guess sometimes you just don't want to disappoint people. You don't want to prove other people wrong. You don't want to prove other people right. So at the end of the day, it's just doing what you're comfortable with and just getting out there. You have to, show your scars sometimes. You can't be concealed and covered all the time. You have to go out there with your war scars and just rock those scars the best you can, and just live your life for you and not worry about what everybody else is doing. As long as you have faith and what you're doing makes sense and you're not hurting anyone else. I'm all about positivity and just love and spreading that message opposed to anything else. So I think that I'm on the right track, and I believe that as long as I am consistent and persistent in what I am doing, that I can achieve a lot, and I will achieve a lot. So I think that just starting this is going to be a great step. I am going to be trying to actually get videos out to you, the audience, on a weekly basis. Ideally, if I can get 4 to 5 videos out to you, that's what I want to do. We'll be covering lifestyle news, business hacks, business tips, resources, some downloads, just anything that I think that's going to be beneficial for work, life, play. So everything's going to be basically directed for those who are in similar positions as I am. So those who are trying to balance working at home and balancing a life. Right now, I'm solely in the house. I don't really have much of a life. I'm new to Georgia. Well, actually, I've been here for a little over a year. But I am solo dolo basically, other than my husband. But my husband, he goes to work. He works outside of the home, and he has friends and family up here. It's pretty much I'm just solely reliant and dependent on my husband. So and I'm usually in the house. I'm not usually with him when he goes out. Just because I became a hermit, and I guess dealing with the depression, I'm not feeling, or I haven't really been my outgoing, adventurous self. So that's something that hopefully I will be able to overcome very soon. I know it's something that I can move on from, but the goal is to achieve those goals sooner than later. What else do I want you guys to know? For now, I'm just going to be recording a lot of content on my phone, and I'm trying to have that content visualized to you guys within 24 hours, so we can have 24, maybe 48-hour turnaround time from the time that I record something to the time that it gets either written, typed out for you guys, or presented to you in some type of visual type of way. So it's going to be a different type of forms that I'm going to be relaying content for you. So it may be, I may record something and then it may wind up being a part of a course, because I do want to do business courses. I might record something and it might be a part of my vlog. I might record something and it might just be a part of a blog. So it really depends on how I think I can use the information that I'm creating for you. Also, I believe in multi-purposing things. So I might create a video for something, and then 2 months later it's going to be turned into a blog. So if I could, and this is something great tip for you guys as well. Maybe this is your first tip. Once you create something, you can repurpose it. So just because you make a GIF doesn't mean that GIF, and I'm saying GIF, that doesn't mean that GIF is going to just stay a GIF. That might then jump off to being a video, or a video might jump off to being a GIF. And then that video might jump off to being a written blog entry, or it might then part of that article can then inspire another video. So it really does depend. And I actually have been writing blogs for you guys and just have not created anything with it. So that is going to be a big project for me this week. Also, I do have a few of my client work that I need to do. Right now, I have about 2 clients that I'm working with. Yeah, we need to actually do more in this upcoming months, and hustle a little bit harder, because they're not paying bills like they need to be. What I'm working on now. So that's what I'm really focused on. Trying to survive at this point, just like everyone else. Survival of the fittest. But I don't believe that my niche or my market is so slim that the information that I have, that I give, is going to be damaging. I believe that is so much possibility for everyone out here, that giving knowledge is, I will be rewarded for giving knowledge, and I will be rewarded for sharing what I know. I don't believe that giving knowledge is going to be harmful, because that was another thing that someone did express to me. Like, the knowledge that I have is, it's worth a lot of money, and why would I just give out knowledge? I believe if you create a platform, you let people know that you actually do know what you're talking about, you will be rewarded. People will pay you for what you know, and you have to show your talent sometimes to get rewarded. I don't believe that sharing your information, sharing your talent, sharing your gifts, and there's gifts, GIFTS, is going to damage you or hurt you. I believe that selfishness is what is going to hurt you and damage you. I think that we have created a society in which people are in it for themselves. They're chasing their own clouts. They're wanting people to acknowledge them for what they have that's materialistic, opposed to what they have, which is beneficial, the knowledge that they possess. And we listen to the wrong words sometimes. We're not listening to the words that's saying love, peace, harmony. We're listening to the words that have destruction, hate, and violence in them. and we're really soaking those words and opposed to the love. And I feel like we're starting to see a generation of people that are battling with having the law of attraction opposed to having or actually we are actually dealing with a society that we are seeing law of attraction at a great height, but at the same time we're seeing people attracting so much negativity that it's hard sometimes, and then you just to bear it and to watch that they're really attracted to this negativity, and they're okay with it, and other people are just spreading the negativity that they're seeking for and that they have attracted. And it's like, why would you want that negativity with you? But I feel like we can change that. It's not too late to change that. I feel like The Secret opened up the book The Secret opened up a lot. And if you haven't heard about Rhonda Byrne, and that's Rhonda Rhonda, Byrne Bryne. I believe that's the correct spelling. I'll include it in the video and a link to her work for those who are not familiar with it. But I feel like when she, brought it to a lot of people's knowledge, or brought it to a lot of people's attention, I should say, it did bring a positive change, and people started to talk about it more. And it's just like, it's the same as Gandhi, what Gandhi was saying about karma. So I just believe that eventually that more light will be shined the darkness. And I hope to play a part in that. I really do. I really hope to be a force of positivity and appreciation, because I do appreciate a lot of people. I appreciate a lot of things that they've done. I respect a lot of people. I respect a lot of things that they've done. But what I won't do, I won't publicly disrespect anyone. I will speak my mind. However, I'm not going to intentionally disrespect someone based on something that they can't change, because I don't discriminate. I really want to spread knowledge, positive messages, and just be a positive influencer. Because I want to be an influence on people. I want to be a positive influence. One thing I'm going to say is I'm not perfect. I don't pronounce words perfectly. I may not even execute perfectly at times. But I do move with a purpose. I do strive to be a positive person. And I try to be someone that can inspire other people. And just because you are someone that doesn't maybe make every move the best move, I am one of those people that learn from every move and mistake and life decision that I have made. I've learned from everything, positive, negative. I am a very observant person, and I believe I have a lot to offer. And I know that this is the beginning of a lot of great things. And as we begin to grow the channel, and I say we meaning you and my audience, because without an audience, I'm just a girl sitting in a room speaking to herself. So with your help, I plan on growing and having other people on my channel grow just as great as I want to grow myself. So I will, also help other YouTubers. I'll feature people who I believe are like-minded, who are trying to do things on my channel. So I really do want to just be supportive for everyone that's out there that's trying to do what I'm doing. So on this channel, you'll see resources that is going to help you get over certain hurdles. And these are not going to be things that I'm just suggesting that I don't even do. And that was another thing that took me a while, because I want to actually live in my truth. I don't want to just suggest things, oh, you should do this, and I don't even do that. Or it's a site that I went on once and I'm like, oh, well, it looks legit. Other people talked about it. So we're not going to do that here, because I've went on other channels and I so appreciate for the knowledge. We're just going to say that. But I felt like once I got onto the site, and I don't believe I'm an unintelligent person. So I went on and I did, things that they suggested, and did things that I knew that had worked on other platforms, or that should work, or put in the work that I needed to do, just to find out that, hey, it wasn't what it was hitting for, what they were saying that it was hitting for. And it was a waste of a day, or a waste of a week, or however it may be. So I decided that I just want to present only what I know is really going to help people. I mean, I might mention things and I'll say, hey, this is what it is, but I'm not going to say you guys should sign up for this because, it's great, or it's the how they say, the badages, however they say that. But I'm not going to refer you to something that I am not going to do myself. I'm not going to say, oh, you should do that because they giving me $1 for telling you to go there. I don't believe in that. So that's why, another reason why it's taking me a while, in addition to I did, years worth of research on things just to have a computer crash, which in that computer crashing, I learned a lot. I learned about backing up things. I lost, clients over depression, over technical difficulties. So with all that, I've had to learn. I had to gain knowledge for all those missteps, because nothing's a mistake when at the end you get what you need. They're missteps, and even a misstep can be a beautiful thing at the end, because as long as you're learning from something, you can call it a hiccup, you can call it a learning curve, but it's not a mistake, because we went through whatever we went through for a purpose and a reason, and that purpose and reason may not be seen or felt at that precise moment, but when you have your reflection time, which we all need, we need a time to reflect on things that we are having a hard time dealing with, or even dealing, a reflection time of where we've been. And when you are having that reflection time, you really should be sitting down thinking, okay, what is it that I did to get to where I'm at if I'm in a negative space? Or how did this experience that I'm hiccuped up, that I have a current hiccup on, why is this in my life? How can I gain knowledge from this experience? How can I learn from this experience? How can I be a better person? Because at the end of the day, it's about being a better person, being a better wife, being a better sister, being a better, if you're a mother, I'm not a mother yet, but being a better mother or pet owner, whatever it is that you're in life, you got to be the best version of that. They joke around and say things like, if you're going to be a hoe, be the best hoe you can be. You know what I mean? Not about me. There was, but, if that is your purpose in life, be the best that you can be at it. And at the end of the day, be a good human being. Being a good human being is just being respectful for the person next to you. We're not going to always love, or enjoy being around the person that is right next to you, but you have to respect them, because it makes life so much harder to walk around with a frown on your face, having anger towards someone that would not matter 2 minutes from now, would not matter a year from now. We get hooked up on people that will not matter in our life directly. You can make a comment on the internet and people are up in arms up in the air about people that do not matter in their life. If a celebrity makes a comment and you don't agree with it, what's the purpose of bashing them online? What is the purpose? Just ignore them, unfollow them. If they offend you so much, don't buy the next record. Don't support the next project. Just live your life. And so you're gonna see on this channel some celebrity news, but the difference with this channel when I'm gonna feature celebrity news, I don't want to do the whole baby mama drama. She slept with this person. Her booty's on the internet. She's half naked here, half naked there. And don't get me wrong, I love to read it, watch it, subscribe to it. But I just don't want to spread it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to have to do the work to make sure that this is reliable, because I don't want to be tossing out fake news out here. So I respect the people that do the research to make sure that they're not spreading fake news. And I respect the people that decide they want to highlight those certain things because it is entertainment. It's just that this channel is going to be a little bit different. And, like I said, I respect everyone that's doing it. But I decided to do something different. So we'll have just positively, the segment's going to be called Positively Famous. And it's just going to be positive work from our people that we, look up to, the entertainers out there. So whenever, let's say, it's announced that, Lil Wayne, I'm just putting names out there, but Lil Kim or somebody like that does something that is positive, like Lil Kim just got a award. I want to focus on the award that Lil Kim received, not on anything that people that were there that did that might have deflected from her moment. So I may choose to speak about, let's say, that particular story, but I'm not going to mention all the craziness that happened with the other person that showed up, because there's no even need to mention his name, because it wasn't about him. It's about Lil Kim and the beautiful thing that she received. So, and I don't want to sit there and bash that person either. We just want to acknowledge them, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to highlight negativity. I just want to focus on what's positive. Now, if someone wants to come in and they're like, well, you forgot to mention that. Well, I'm just letting you guys know this is not about that. It's about the beautiful thing that happened, not the ugly. So, I mean, and not to say I realize that we are in a world that bad things happen and blah, 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 blah. There are platforms where you can go and get that information. This is just going to be one of those platforms where if you need a break from all that, this is where you're going to come to. So that's just all I want to do, is basically provide a safe haven, I guess, on the internet, if you want to look at it like that. So that is the goal of this channel, is to provide information for freelancers, creators, virtual assistants, anyone that's working from home. And it's going to be based on, you're going to see information, basically it's going to help you get employment, set up your home workspace, balancing the two, managing your money when you're working from home, life hacks on how to save money, because we are not working a traditional 9 to 5. Once a client leaves you, you can't get unemployment. So you want to make sure you have a reliable, continuous stream of money coming in, especially if you don't have a mate to rely on, or your mate doesn't make as much money to cover everything that you have going on. And everyone needs to work. So this is going, I think that this is going to be a great place where you can go and get that information that's actually going to help you survive, opposed to spending hours of doing stuff that doesn't make you any money at the end, because I've been there, done that, and probably still going to be doing it. And not to say that running your own business, there's going to be times when you're going to be doing things, it's not going to make you any money. And that's part of being a boss. Being a boss is about doing the grit and the grime. And if you're not prepared to do the grit and the grime, it's going to be hard to be a boss. So, and that's going to tell you, maybe I need to go and get a traditional 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there's people, everyone is different. So there's nothing wrong with having a traditional 9 to 5. You may need to try to learn how to balance your traditional 9 to 5 along with your at home, along with your family, in order to get to the point where you're just working your at home job. And I've done that as well. So there's going to be different things that apply to different people. But I feel like wherever position that you're in, you'll be able to come here and get what you need to be a successful person. And there's going to be budgeting things, like I said it before, because a girl gotta be, what is it, bad and bougie? So, and in doing so, I'm on a budget. So, a budget, bad and bougie girl. So, I also believe that, you can't work 24 hours a day. So that's where the entertainment is going to lie in. And then the music reviews and product reviews, because I've been basically reviewing things my whole life, trying out products. So I'm going to actually start doing those reviews for you and get them out there, so you're not wasting money on, obviously, things that don't work. I am going to, because I don't want to, be on sites, I don't want to bash anyone reviews. So, if you're like, well, why didn't you review that? And maybe I might have reviewed it on a personal level and just didn't come out with it publicly because I didn't have anything positive to say about it. I just don't want to also, go around bashing products. I just won't recommend them if I don't believe that they're going to be useful for you guys and for myself. So everything you see in this channel is going to be endorsed, for future endorsements. It's going to be things that I actually personally either use, believe in, and support. So, so there's a lot of great things coming up. There's going to be freebies on this website. I already do freebies on the Building Rome website. So if you guys want to go to there, that's www.buildingrome.tk. So it's not a .com, it's a .tk. So it's Building Rome, and you guys, I should know how to spell Building Rome. But if you don't, you can check it out in the description below. But it's BUILDING, the word Rome, ROME. And it's going to be .t like Thomas, K like kangaroo, .tk. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that you guys need to know? I don't believe so, but there, like I said, I'm going to be pushing out 4 to 5 videos this week alone. So y'all have more of an insight about me, what's going to be coming up in store, because I have an interview scheduled for next month. And we're going to have interviews every month, if not more, on a regular basis. I have a radio station, a radio show, I should say, that is going to be starting to be released on a monthly basis. Or actually, on a monthly basis starting in July. And you'll have interviews on there. This YouTube channel is going to be more frequent. And we're just going to really be out there. So, hopefully Building Rome will be everywhere. We're going to have a subscription box. I'm excited about that. So you'll be able to get resources directly to you. I'm going to give the option of having a inbox, so you can get it directly emailed to you if you don't want, anything sent to your home. And then we'll also have great things for people who want to get the content and, sent to them in their home. We're going to do different popcorn, and different mug a month, for those who are interested in that. So it's a lot of great stuff that's coming up. I've been working hard on this to get some things that I know that's going to be beneficial for everyone. So it's not, I woke up one day and decided to do this. I actually have been planning and researching and putting together a lot of stuff, a lot of great content within the last few years. And today is the day I said, you know what, I need to get out of my booty and do what I need to do to get this dream accomplished. I know y'all thought I was going to say get this bag, but yeah, that's part of it too. You got to secure the bags, right? And for those who don't know what secure the bag means, you got to get that money. You have to, everything needs money. So at the end of the day, that's the truth of it is that we need to make money to survive. So I want to help people make money to survive, just like I need money to survive. And at the end of the day, I can give all the tips that I want to you guys. At the end of the day, and I'm telling this to myself, at the end of the day, it's all about actions. You can't sit there look pretty unless you're a model, but but even with the modeling, you have to get up off your butt, go to the audition. You have to make sure you're there on time and make sure you're taking care of yourself, because if you're not putting in a certain type of work, then no one's gonna want you. So even when people say, well, all you have to do is sit there and look pretty, it's like, no, I had to live a certain lifestyle. I had to be there. I had to show up. I had to apply. So, whatever you do, whatever profession it is, you had to start. You had to apply. You had to walk. You had to get there. So even if it's like the easiest of a job or the hardest of the job, you had to start it. You had to put in the effort to show up. And just like YouTube, you have to put in the effort to show up. Even if you just sit there and record a video and talk your talk, you had to at least turn the video on, sit in front of your computer. So what I'm doing now is taking initiative, and I'm starting to do something, and it feels good, actually. And I think once this becomes a habit, it's going to be even greater. So that's all I have for you guys today. So today is because I believe in accountability, and that's another thing that's going to help you and help me stay on track is accountability. So today is Sunday, June the 24th, 2018. And it is 2:51 p.m. So what I have going on today is I have to my husband's at work, so I'm dolo solo for the next couple of hours, I believe. So about 8 o'clock, I'll be probably sitting down to eat dinner. So let's say from here to about 7, I have to, get this video out there to you or work on this video. So my goal is to have this video out to you either tonight or by tomorrow morning. And that's pretty much all I am going to be focused on. And I have to make a post on Facebook, which will last me about a minute to do that. And actually I do have some other stuff I need to do. But my main focus is going to be getting this video out to you. That's number one. It's going to be something like a word from the creator, or a minute with the creator, something like that. Even though this video already is going to be about 40 minutes long, but it's going to be something that's continuous. I do have a vlog reality type of show that I started. A part of me wanted to put this entry with that, but I'm going to do this just as a solo entry, and that's something else you guys are going to be able to be privileged to see is when I do my vlogs, and it's more or less a lot of my vlog is written. I started it in April. Because of the camera situation, I didn't actually record anything, but it is heavily documented, and I have a dream for that as well. So you'll see all of this as it's being released, and since I am speaking about it, it will be in be produced, and it will be an actual factual. Since I am speaking about it, I'm going to bring into light, which you guys will be a witness of that whenever it is released. Because in my head I have a target time frame. But I know that, it takes time, and, everything great takes time. So with that said, I'm going to be ending this video, and which is right now is a recording, but you will see it as a video. And expect the next video Monday, June the 25th, sometime. And that video, I believe that video may be the video that I started with, starting off as a creator. So that may be the video that we will be releasing tomorrow, but that video will be definitely out this week. And yeah, so then we'll have more videos with you getting to know me. So that might be part of the vlog series, those videos. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for listening to this whole thing, and I am out.